You know that feeling when the ground just completely disappears from beneath your feet? That's the feeling we're diving into today with Pema Chödrön's incredible book, When Things Fall Apart. And here's the thing, this isn't about learning how to dodge the tough stuff in life. Nope. It's about learning how to face it head on with courage and a wide open heart. So, what do we do when it all falls apart? And let's be real, this question hits home for every single one of us, right? I mean, maybe it's that gut punch of a sudden breakup, or the sheer panic of losing a job, or maybe it's just that low-level dread about, well, everything. When the world as you know it starts to crumble, what's your go-to move? Well, for most of us, it's pretty automatic, isn't it? We start pointing fingers at them, at ourselves, at the universe. We dive headfirst into a Netflix binge, we scroll endlessly on our phones. Basically, we do anything to just numb it out. We try to fight reality, just hoping we can make it all go away. But what if there's another way? And that's our first big idea. When life gets tough, it's so easy to feel like you're the only one in the world going through it. But this experience, it's universal. Seriously, every single one of us shares it. It's not a sign you failed, not at all. It's just a fundamental, messy, beautiful part of being human. The book actually invites us to see it as this shared challenge, kind of like a spiritual initiation. Chödrön has this just beautiful metaphor for it. She says the spiritual journey is like you're setting out in this tiny little boat on a huge, vast ocean. And yeah, you're going to see some absolutely breathtaking sunrises, for sure. But guess what? Storms are coming. It's inevitable. And the really scary part? There's no map. So instead of trying to sell us some fake map that promises a safe harbor, the book does something way more radical. It offers an invitation. It points to a path that, honestly, goes against every single survival instinct we have. Okay, and here is where it gets really wild. I mean, our entire culture is just screaming at us, right? Run from pain, find comfort, get to solid ground. But Chödrön's wisdom, it just flips that whole idea completely on its head. She basically says the only way out is through. You actually have to turn around and walk straight into the eye of the storm. And this right here, this is a total game changer. Think about it. We're taught our whole lives that fear is a stop sign, a big red warning to back off. But Chödrön reframes it. She says fear is actually a signpost, telling you you're going the right way. It means you're getting closer to some raw, real, unprotected truth. So get this. Fear isn't blocking the path. Fear is the path. So, okay, how do we actually do this, like in real life? How do we walk into that storm? Well, it all boils down to fundamentally changing our relationship with two of the things that scare us the most: fear and uncertainty. I mean, what are we really afraid of when you get right down to it? It's the big stuff, right? That gut-wrenching, deep-in-your-bones loneliness. The fact that, yep, we're all gonna die. The terrifying reality that nothing, absolutely nothing, is permanent. But here's the key, and this is so important. Feeling all that doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're awake. And that just completely redefines what it means to be brave. The goal is not to become some fearless superhero who feels nothing. That's a total fantasy. Real, actual courage is found in the willingness to just get to know your fear, to become intimate with it, to feel how it sits in your body without letting it be the one calling all the shots. This brings us to a huge idea in the book, this concept of groundlessness. You know that feeling. It's that dizzy, free-fall sensation when your world gets turned upside down. It's that moment right after you get the bad news, but before you have any clue what to do next. The challenge, the real practice, is to just stay there. Don't immediately rush to fix it or explain it away or numb it out. Just for a second, sit with that raw, vibrating energy of the chaos. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory for Pema Chödrön. She walked through this fire herself. She talks about being at this remote monastery, Gampo Abbey, where her entire sense of who she was just shattered. Everything she thought she knew about herself, all the stories she'd built up, poof, it all just dissolved. She was left with absolutely nothing to hide behind. And what was the trigger for this total collapse? A pain that pretty much all of us can understand. The raw heartbreak of betrayal. Finding out about her husband's infidelity plunged her head first into that exact state of groundlessness. But here's the amazing part. What could have just been the end of her world actually became the very beginning of her true spiritual path. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes our deepest wounds can become our most profound openings. All right, so how do we take all this and actually use it in our own lives? Chödrön calls it the way of the warrior. But just to be clear, this has nothing to do with fighting enemies out there. It's about finding the incredible courage to face what's going on inside our own hearts. It kind of breaks down into 3 steps, and they're always ongoing. So step 1, stay. Just stay. Stay with the raw, physical feeling of the anxiety or the sadness. And why? Because running away from the feeling is what actually creates the suffering. The feeling itself, it's just energy. Okay, step 2, notice the urge to harden. You know that moment when you feel your jaw clench and your mind starts replaying all the arguments? That is the crucial pivot point. And third, right in that moment, you choose tenderness. You choose to lean into your own vulnerability. Because it's only from that soft, open place that any real insight or compassion has a chance to grow. So let's go back to our little boat out on that vast ocean. The whole practice isn't about trying to make the ocean calm. I mean, come on, we can't control life, right? No, the practice is about becoming a better sailor. It's about learning how to ride those massive waves of fear and joy and heartbreak with skill, with balance, and with a really open heart. And this is where it gets really, really profound. This isn't just about you feeling better. Think about it for a second. What is global conflict? It's just personal conflict scaled way, way up. So every single time you choose to stay open with your own discomfort instead of lashing out, you are literally choosing peace over war inside your own nervous system. You are breaking one tiny link in this huge, ancient chain of human aggression. And that single choice, it ripples out. So when it's all said and done, the most important thing to take away is this. There's no finish line. There's no magical, enlightened state where you're finally done with all this hard work. The path is the practice. The real transformation happens in that moment-to-moment choice to just stay open, which leaves us with a really simple but also a really powerful question. In your own life, right here, right now, how are you going to walk this path today?